All right, welcome to Gentle Yoga. Tonight we're going to be using the wall to access a little bit more of the poses without pressure on our wrists. So we're going to go into a nice flow, do some full sun salutations, and a couple of flows so we can connect our breath to our movement. Let's get started by leaning against a wall standing. So make sure you have enough space on either side of you to open your arms like a cactus. For now, leave your arms by your sides. You can leave 2 to 3 feet of space between your heels and the wall. And just feel where the wall is touching your back. Feel your hands just kind of loosely hanging to the side. Tuck the chin slightly to elongate the back of the neck. Notice if your butt's clenching, just let go of any tight muscles with every exhale. With your jaw soft and your lips sealed, gently breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Closing your eyes, tuning into your breath. From here, start to count your inhales 4 to 6 seconds. Count your exhales for the same. We're going to add some movement. Keep your eyes closed for right now, staying inward. You can have a slight bend in the knees so that your legs aren't completely locked out. Drop the tailbone, feel your low back connect to the wall behind you. As you inhale, drag your arms along the wall. The elbows are bent, and then straighten the arms up above the head, leaving the backs of the hands connected to the wall. That's your inhales. You exhale, slide the backs of the hands back down the wall until your arms are at a 90-degree bend. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale down. You don't have to go up very high. Notice if your shoulders want to squeeze up. See if you can keep the shoulders down. Your low back connects to the wall now. Tailbone's dropping. Shoulders are staying away from your ears. We're just going to do a few more here. Moving with your breath. Building some internal heat. Next, exhale, lower your arms all the way back down. Let your fingers hang. And just feel the excess heat in your shoulders that you've created. The breath has stayed calm, therefore the mind does. You can softly open your eyes, nice, gentle. Maybe move your feet back so they're about a foot away. So you're sitting up a little bit taller. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms or the backs of the hands are touching the wall behind you. So exhale, lean over to the right. Your low back stays connected. You're just moving from the waist up. Inhale back through center and exhale the other way. Leave the backs of your hands connected to the wall. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean. One more time the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean. So keeping that connection, you should feel a lot more stretch up in the upper ribs. Next time you come up through center, deep inhale here. As you exhale, slowly bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to go through a couple of sun salutations. First, we'll do each pose for a couple of breaths, and then we'll do one breath per movement. Start by facing towards the wall. You want enough space so you can measure it out first by pressing your palms into the wall. Walking your feet back, notice my feet, my ankles, my knees are directly underneath of my hips. So we don't want it way back, and we don't want it up so that we're arching. You want something nice so that your ears are in between your arms. You can have a soft bend in the knees so you don't have to lock them out. But you just want to make sure your hips are over your ankles, over your knees, okay? So once you have your spacing, start by standing in Tadasana mountain pose. Shins pull back, hip points lift, shoulders drop, crown of the head reaching. Feel your toes on the ground, feel the bottoms of your feet connected completely and evenly. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hand pose. Arms reach up tall, soften the ribs. 2 rounds of breath. As you exhale, forward fold. Ride the breath down like a wave. 2 breaths here. Next inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, long flat back, hug the belly in. 2 breaths. As you inhale, bring your palms up to the wall in front of you, lean forward. Exhale, bend the elbows towards the ground, bringing the chest forward. Keep your belly hugged in towards the spine. Keep hugging that belly button in. Keep pushing into the wall for 1 more breath. As you inhale, straighten the arms and pull the chest forward, shoulder blades squeeze together. So it's like doing an upward facing dog, but we're on the wall. So you're getting a nice stretch in the back, nice stretch in the chest. 1 more breath. As you exhale here, keep your hands where they're at, push the hips back, push into the wall. If your legs are bent, see if you can straighten out the hamstrings. And let the chest drop while the belly button goes towards the spine. So we're simulating what we would do in downward facing dog without the pressure on the wrists. You're still going to get a nice long stretch in the upper body and the hamstrings. We're holding this one a little longer than 2 breaths. Keep pushing into the wall, broaden those shoulders, but drop the heart down. So you don't want your shoulders crowding up and just dropping down completely. Shoulder blades stay away from each other in this pose. Very nice. As you inhale again, release the wall, hands to shins, halfway lift. On your next exhale, forward fold. 2 breaths here. Your next inhale, right all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hand pose. 2 breaths. Ribs soften down, broaden those upper shoulders. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by your side back into Tadasana. Awesome work. We're going to do the same thing. Now we're going to move 1 breath per movement. Just really focus more on your breath, and always the ribs are softened down, and you want to try to keep the core engaged. So belly button going towards the spine or hip points lifting. Let's start together. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your hands on the wall, bend the elbows down. So that's all one breath. Inhale, straighten the arms. It's like an upward dog. Push into the wall, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, send those hips back, push into the wall. Downward dog variation. Broaden through those upper shoulders like you're trying to hollow out your armpits. Give me 3 breaths here. So nice. Next, inhale, hands to shins, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ride it all the way up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands by your side. Let's do a few more. Inhale, reach the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Utanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands on the wall. Bend the elbows down. Variation of Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, straighten the arms, shoulder blades squeeze, upward facing dog variation. Exhale, send the hips back, broaden through those shoulders, hollow the armpits. Downward dog variation, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Give me 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, hands to shins. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward hand pose. Exhale, palms come through heart center, hands by your side. Let's try one more together. I won't cue it, just move with your breath. When you're in the down dog variation, hold it for 3 rounds of breath. And we'll all meet in Tadasana, arms by our sides. Now that we're very warmed up, we've connected our breath to our movement, let's put together a little flow. Again, we'll hold each pose for a couple of breaths, and then we'll do 1 breath per movement. Again, you can still face the wall. We're going to be using it, just in a different capacity. I'm going to start in Ukitasana, which is like a chair, looking like you're sitting in a chair. Start at the top of your mat, feet are 2 fist distance apart, or big toes can touch, your choice. As you sit, your knees squeeze together, like you're trying to not go to the bathroom, but you're sitting. It's very confusing. Sit it down, arms come up as you inhale. Keep those ribs softened down, belly button in. For 2 breaths here. Sit a little lower on the next breath if you can. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, arms reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by your side. I just realized I didn't hold those for 2 breaths each, but it's because you've already kind of been there. So we're going to go into a variation where we twist and twist. Start in Ukitasana, sit it low. Inhale, arms come up, squeeze those knees together for 1, 2. As you exhale, stay low, hands come through heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist over to the right with your hands at heart center. Notice if your right knee's coming back, keep it even with the left. For 1 more round of breath, sit a little lower. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Sit a little lower for 1 more breath. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. 2 breaths here. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Hold here for 1 more round of breath. Stretch up a little taller. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by your side. So we'll do 1 breath per movement. The inhale is in the center for chair pose or fierce pose. Sit it low, Ukitasana, inhale. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale here, press your thumbs into your chest. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take it all the way up to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go through 2 more times. Sit it low, Ukitasana, arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press the thumbs into the sternum. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Sit it lower. You got this. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale through center, sit it a little lower. Exhale, forward fold, legs straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms reach up. Urdhva. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hands by your side. Last round, sit it low. Inhale, Ukitasana. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Press the palms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back through center, sit it lower. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, rise up, stretch up tall. Exhale, hands through heart center, hands by your side. Really nice work here. Now we're going to use the wall. We're going to open up the hips a bit. You're going to use your right heel against the wall. So the right side of your foot is flush with the wall, okay? Turn it in slightly so the only thing touching the wall now is your right heel. Turn your left foot out so that your foot is in line with the arch of the other. We're setting up for a variation of warrior B. Now I'm going to work my way out just by inching my foot like a little inchworm, just grabbing, moving. And I'm using my right hand on the wall as a gauge for how far out I should go. You should go out as far as your right arm can be straight. So the right heel's on the wall, the right arm's on the wall, left arm is out. You won't be here for long, just 2 breaths. Soften those shoulders down and look with intent over the left middle finger. Release the arm down. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Take it down again as you exhale. 2 breaths here. Can you sink that front knee a little lower? Inhale, come up, straighten that leg. Let's do 1 breath per movement. Exhale, bend it down. Inhale, straighten it up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Give me 3 more. I'm with you on this. This is not easy. Your focus is breathing. Feel the weight in both of your heels evenly. After the 3rd one, and you straighten your leg, you're going to heel toe your foot back in. So my front foot, my left foot's coming back in. And then face back towards the wall. We're going to open the chest a little bit more. Take your forearms to the wall. Your palms are flat and you're pushing into the wall. From here, drop your heart down. Your legs can be back behind your hips this time, or if you have them right underneath, you're going to get more of a stretch where we want it in the chest. Keep hugging the belly in towards the spine. You should feel this in your upper shoulders. And in your triceps. Inhale, come back up, straighten up tall, pushing away into the wall. You're just pushing into the wall like you're standing in Tadasana, but your hands are forward. Good. Leave your hands where they're at on the wall. They should be right in, so your wrist should meet up with your shoulder and shouldn't be up by your face or down too low. Your fingertips should be right about where your chin is, give or take. Leave your left foot where it's at. Step your right foot forward so that your right toes touch the wall. Spin the back heel out slightly 45 degrees. Your hips are neutral, facing the wall. Inhale here, get some length. As you exhale, you're going to bend the elbows down towards the wall and stick the hips back. You should feel a nice stretch in the right hamstring. Inhale, straighten them out. Exhale, rebend, forearms touch the wall, hips go back. Move with your breath, 1 breath per movement. Focusing on length and feeling a nice stretch with your hips facing forward. Next time you inhale and you're up, stay there for a moment. And then step your right foot back to meet your left. Facing the wall, release your hands by your side, Tadasana. Same thing on the other side. We're going to go into Warrior B. So if you had the right heel on the wall before, this time you're having the left heel. Side of the foot's flush, then turn the toes in slightly. I'm going to inch my right foot out this time, away from the wall. My left fingertips are touching the wall behind me. Find where your spot is. Your gaze is over your right middle fingers. Feel the weight in your front and your back heel evenly. As you inhale, straighten out that leg, drop the arm. Exhale, bend the leg. Warrior B, look over those right fingers. Shoulders are relaxed and even. Inhale, straighten. Now one breath per movement. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, straighten, relax. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, take it down. Inhale, bring it up. Heel toe your right foot back in. Take your time, as many little widgets as you need to get there. And we'll face the wall. Again, this time I want your pinky side down, like you're karate chopping through the wall. The sides of your forearm are flush. You're gonna drop the chest down and push firmly into the wall with the pinky side edge. Hug the belly in, tailbones going back. Now, with your fingers like this, you should really feel a stretch in the front side of your armpit, in your chest and your triceps. One more breath here. Inhale, bring it up. Keep the hands flat now on the wall, same as before. Wrists in line with shoulders. Step the right foot forward. Toes touch the wall. Back foot spins out about 45 degrees. Keep your hips neutral. So right hip might need to come forward a bit. It's like we're going to be doing pyramid pose, but we're not going down all the way. Inhale here, push into the wall. As you exhale, bend those elbows, stick the hips back. So the left hip crease is going back more, feeling a big stretch in the back of the left leg. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, bend. Give me a few more like that. Move with your breath. Moving as slowly as possible, riding the wave of your breath, both on the inhale and the exhale. One more here. Next time you inhale and come up, stay there. And push into the wall, left foot meets the right. Release your arms by your side for Tadasana. Make two fists with your hands and just rotate out your finger or your wrists in one direction. Switch directions. We're going to open up into the chest, the shoulders a little bit more. Take your right arm on the wall and then start to slowly turn your body towards the left until you feel a big stretch in the right side of your chest. Keep hugging the belly towards the spine. As you inhale each time, think about lengthening. And as you exhale, twist a little bit more, feeling more of that stretch. Do one more like that. Good. Next inhale, come back through center and let's switch sides. Same thing here, we're going to do 4 rounds of breath. And your next inhale, with the 4th breath, slowly unwind back towards the wall. Really nice work, really nice focus. One last thing before we take it down completely. You're going to lean against the wall. Kind of how we started. Your heels are going to be about 2 feet away from the wall. Drop your tailbone down. Feel your low back connect with the wall. Feel your entire back connect with the wall as much as possible. As you exhale, you're going to bend your knees and just slide down the wall. Keep your heels digging down. Focus on the heels digging into the wall and your tailbone going down. Inhale, straighten up. So you don't have to go down very far to feel this. Exhale, slowly lower, slide down the wall. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, slide it down. Inhale, slide it up. And the last one, we're going to hold for 4 breaths. You can totally do this. I'm with you. Exhale, take it down. For 1. Take it a little lower for 2. If your legs are shaking, mine too. For 3. You can do anything for a few breaths. Last 1. And slowly straighten it up. Ooh, such nice work. Come off the wall. We're going to do one more forward fold. I'm going to show you if you'd like to watch first, and we'll just be here for 4 breaths, and then we're going to take it down. You're going to come down so that the upper back is on the wall. And you're just walking down. So it's like you're doing a forward fold and you're just trying to walk your feet in closer to the wall. This is a pretty intense stretch on the hamstrings. If this isn't in your wheelhouse today, just do a forward fold. Inhale for length, sucking the belly in towards the spine, and exhale, the crown of the head gets a little heavier. Give me 3 more rounds of breath here. If you did a regular forward fold, put a slight bend in your knees and ragdoll up. If you're on the wall with your legs straight, take your hands behind your head on the wall and start to push the wall away, walking your hands up the wall, your shoulders, and then your head are the last thing to come up. We'll all meet standing with our arms by our side in Tadasana. Really nice work here. Let's take it down to the ground for our final resting pose and just 1 round of bridge to open up the back a little bit more. We did a lot of heart opening and back bending today on a very gentle basis. So you can do this seated with your arms behind you if that's better. Otherwise, we're going to lie down on our backs, heels towards the butt, palms plant down, dig the heels down and push them away as you lift up on an inhale. Your chest is going towards your chin. Your heels are pushing down into the earth, a foot down, 2 feet down, 3 feet down. Push harder, get down 1 more layer. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it in. If you're seated, do a forward fold. If you're with me on the ground, just rock out your low back and drop your knees to the left and to the right, moving with your breath. Exhales to the side, inhale through the center. If you're in that seated forward fold, give me 3 more rounds of breath. And we're all going to meet in our final resting pose for Shavasana. If you're taking your Shavasana seated, go ahead and get super comfy, close your eyes, take a deep inhale, and let it go. You're lying on the ground. It's the same thing. Your toes are flopped out. Your palms face up towards the ceiling. Slight tuck in the chin, elongate the back of the neck. Relax your seat. Relax the space between your brows and take the tongue off the roof of your mouth. Let's all do one more deep breath together, letting go of any tension we might have held on to. Deep inhale. Let it go. For the next few minutes, do your best to find complete stillness. I will guide you out of Shavasana. This is the most important pose, where you give yourself the grace to find stillness physically and mentally. Start to bring some awareness back and add some small movements to your fingers and toes, your ankles and wrists. As you take your next inhale, do a nice long body stretch. And as you exhale, bend your knees and roll to one side. You'll find your way up into a seat. We'll all meet in a seated position with our eyes closed, staying inward. Acknowledge the amazing thing that you just did, not only for your physical health, but for your mental health. Celebrate by turning up the sides of your lips. And with that sense of joy and accomplishment, bring your hands to your heart center. Take one deep inhale, exhale with me first. Inhale. Let it go. And join me with the sound of Om. Inhale to receive your breath. Om. Namaste. Nice focus today. Really nice work. Yoga, right? Right. So good.